in hiring, when you're hiring as a new company, you want to make sure that you're not classifying employees and independent contractors wrongly. Now, we talked about this very, very briefly in one of the previous shows. I can't remember which one it was. Misclassifying whether you have an employee or an independent contractor can cost you, like literally cost you, because the IRS will fine you for doing that. Now, I have a lot of companies too that will say, hey, I just want this person to be an independent contractor because I don't want to pay the payroll taxes. I don't want to pay employment taxes. Like, it's too expensive. I have enough taxes I'm paying. I have enough expenses. I don't want to do it. Now, that's not a reason for not putting someone as an employee. Your avoidance of paying employment taxes is exactly why the IRS fines companies that do things like this. So the questions then is like, well, how do I know if this person is an employee or an independent contractor? Because no matter what I put on that contract, if I wrote Mark Blaze is my independent contractor or something like that, the title of the name of the contract doesn't matter. What matters is the nature of the relationship that we have, that actual professional relationship. That is what matters. So I can't have, for example, a straight employee and I say, well, I want to go ahead and name this person an independent contractor, and because it says so in the contract, I'm covered. No, it doesn't work like that. What they look at, and what the IRS looks at, is the engagement that you have. So let's go over some of the factors, just some of the factors that they look at. They look at whether or not the person you're engaging, and this is you as a business owner now, you're engaging someone else. They're looking at the person that, if you're engaging someone that is a business rather than an individual, sometimes, and again, these are factors, so they're not cut and dry, black and white, it's things to consider. Sometimes when you're hiring other companies and you have a company entity, an LLC, an Eckert Corp, that would probably be an independent contractor rather than hiring an individual themselves to come and work for your company. They also look at what is the level of supervision or direction and control. This is one of the big ones. The direct supervision, direction, and control. If you hire someone and you're telling them when to clock in and clock out, how to do the job, you're supervising them, everything that they're doing, that person may very well be an employee. If you're hiring someone and you tell them, okay, I need this done, and they have their own supervision, their own control, their own direction, that may be an independent contractor. So that's one of the big ones, is what is the degree of supervision and control and direction that you have to give this other person? The other thing that they look at is, where's all the facilities or the equipment coming from? If the person coming to your house has their own equipment and own everything that they're using and they're just doing the job and leaving, more than likely it's an independent contractor. If someone is coming to your office and you're providing them with everything, laptop, supplies, basically everything, then that person may be an employee. They also look at the types of services that are rendered, how long that engagement is with the person. I mean, these are factors that you go through and you do like your checklist and you try to find out. So just naming someone an independent contractor for the purposes of having it on a contract, it doesn't cover you the way that you think that it covers you. Because I've seen those too from my clients. Well, it's an independent contractor. And I go, how do you know that? Because I say on my contract that they're an independent contractor. And I say, no, that's not what you use. And if the IRS gets a whiff of your misclassification and they actually do the balancing of these factors that I'm talking about right now, then, and they find that you've misclassified people for the purposes of not paying employment taxes, you're going to get fined. Your business is going to get fined. And again, not a good way to start off having business.
The content on Minding Your Business is for informational and educational purposes only and should not be construed as specific legal advice. This show discusses general legal issues affecting business owners. Opinions of the guests are not necessarily that of the show. If you need assistance with your specific legal issue, please consult with a licensed attorney.